Have you ever wondered about the celestial beings known as Seraphim? These heavenly creatures, often shrouded in mystery, have been a topic of fascination and intrigue for centuries. They are not just figments of our imagination or mere characters in religious texts, but hold a significant place in spiritual lore and human consciousness. Seraphim, the highest order of angels in Christian theology, have been mentioned in various religious texts, each offering its own unique perspective. From the Bible to the Quran, from ancient scrolls to contemporary accounts, they have been depicted as beings of light, radiating love and purity, standing close to the divine. Yet they remain an enigma, a puzzle that we are yet to fully understand. So what is it that makes Seraphim so captivating? Is it their radiant presence, their divine duties, or the enigmatic stories that surround them? Perhaps it's a mix of all three. But one thing is certain, their existence and role have been a subject of much discussion and debate among theologians, scholars, and spiritual seekers alike. This video series aims to demystify the existence and role of Seraphim. We will delve into their genesis, explore their appearances in religious texts and modern-day accounts, understand their duties, and see how they have been perceived in other religions and cultures. We will sift through the pages of history, unearthing tales and testimonies, piecing together the celestial puzzle they represent. But why should we care about Seraphim? Well, these heavenly beings are said to be messengers of divine love and wisdom. They are believed to guide us, inspire us, and help us navigate through life's challenges. Understanding them could potentially offer us a deeper insight into the divine mysteries of existence and our own spiritual journey. So, whether you're a spiritual seeker, a religious enthusiast, or just someone with an insatiable curiosity about the unseen, this exploration of Seraphim promises to be an enlightening journey. Join us as we embark on a journey, unraveling the mysteries of Seraphim from the pages of the past to the accounts of the present. Our journey begins in the ancient times, with the first mention of Seraphim in the Bible. These celestial beings made their debut in the Holy Scriptures, in the book of Isaiah, a prophetic text written in the 8th century BC. Isaiah paints us a vivid picture of the Seraphim in his vision. He describes them as divine creatures with 6 wings, 2 to cover their faces, 2 to cover their feet, and 2 for flying. This description alone sets them apart from other angelic beings, and their 6-winged form has since become an iconic representation of these heavenly entities. The name Seraphim itself is derived from the Hebrew term seraph, which means to burn. This moniker is apt, as the Seraphim are often associated with light, purity, and the divine flame of love. Their fiery nature is not just symbolic, but also indicative of their role in the celestial hierarchy. In the grand scheme of things, the Seraphim are stationed close to the throne of God, signifying their high rank in the angelic order. They are the ones who constantly sing praises to the Lord, uttering the words, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord Almighty, the whole earth is full of His glory." Their ceaseless adoration and worship of God serve as a powerful testament to their unwavering devotion. But the Seraphim are not just melodious heralds. They are also bearers of divine wisdom and knowledge. Isaiah's account is a testament to this, where one of the Seraphim cleanses Isaiah's sin with a live coal from the altar, preparing him for his prophetic mission. This act of purification symbolizes the Seraphim's role as intermediaries, bridging the gap between the divine and mundane, helping humanity in their spiritual journey. Thus, the Seraphim made their grand entrance into the annals of the Holy Scriptures, capturing the imagination of believers. Their fiery nature, their proximity to the divine throne, and their role as purifiers and conveyors of divine wisdom all contribute to the mystique and reverence associated with these angelic beings. They stand as a beacon of divine love and purity, illuminating our path towards spiritual enlightenment. Now let's delve into the intriguing aspect of their appearance. The physical attributes of Seraphim as depicted in religious texts are indeed awe-inspiring. Imagine beings of such grandeur and radiance that they can only be described as celestial. The most striking feature, their 6 wings. Yes, you heard that right. Seraphim are often depicted with not 1, not 2, but 6 wings. 2 of these wings cover their faces, 2 cover their feet, and the remaining 2 are used for flying. This depiction not only emphasizes their divine nature but also their humility before God, despite their radiant grandeur. Their presence is often described as intensely luminous, outshining everything in their vicinity. This radiant light is seen as a reflection of their purity and their close proximity to the divine. The description of seraphim as radiant beings with 6 wings adds to their aura of mystery and fascination. Beyond their appearance, what roles do seraphim play? This question may have crossed your mind once or twice, and rightfully so. The seraphim, often depicted as majestic, 6-winged beings, carry out duties that are as awe-inspiring as their appearance. First and foremost, their primary responsibility is to praise and worship the Almighty. Imagine a symphony that never ends, a concert that plays on through eternity. That's the seraphim for you. They are the ultimate performers in the celestial realm, their songs of adoration permeating the heavens. The book of Isaiah in the Bible gives us a beautiful depiction of this. The seraphim continuously exclaim, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory." This ceaseless worship symbolizes their undying devotion to God, a devotion so profound that it transcends time itself. But the duties of the seraphim extend beyond just worship. They also serve as divine messengers, delivering God's messages to mankind. One of the most notable instances of this can be found in the book of Numbers, where a seraphim appears to Balaam, bearing a message from God. This role sets them apart as intermediaries between the divine and the mortal, a bridge that connects heaven and earth. Moreover, seraphim are also thought to be guardians of God's throne. Picture the most loyal of sentinels, standing guard over the most sacred of sanctums. That's the role of the seraphim. They stand at the ready, protecting the divine throne and ensuring that God's sanctity remains untouched. In essence, the seraphim are at the heart of the celestial orchestra, their song of praise echoing throughout the heavens. They are the divine messengers, delivering God's word to mankind. They are the guardians of the divine throne, ensuring its sanctity is preserved. They are the epitome of devotion, their love for God resounding in every duty they perform. The seraphim thus serve as the divine messengers and the eternal worshippers of the Almighty. The narrative of seraphim isn't confined to one religion. Indeed, these celestial beings have found their way into the tapestry of many different faiths and cultures. Their presence in these various traditions, while not always identical, always echoes a common theme of divine service and awe-inspiring presence. Let's begin in Judaism. Here, the seraphim are known as the burning ones, eternally singing praises to God. They are depicted in Jewish texts as fiery 6-winged beings, their whole existence dedicated to the worship of the divine. Their constant chant of "Holy, holy, holy" is believed to shake the very pillars of God's throne, echoing the unending reverence they have for the divine. In Christianity, particularly within Eastern Orthodox and Byzantine traditions, the seraphim hold an elevated rank among the angelic hierarchy. They stand closest to God's throne, their ceaseless song of praise serving as an eternal testament to God's glory. Their 6 wings are interpreted symbolically, 2 covering their face, 2 covering their feet, and 2 for flying, embodying humility, reverence, and readiness to serve. In Islamic tradition, while the term seraphim isn't explicitly used, there exist high-ranking angels with similar attributes. They are described as beings of light and fire, standing in the presence of God and perpetually engaged in worship. Even within the realm of popular culture, the seraphim have found a place. They appear in literature, art and music, often symbolizing purity, devotion and the divine. Their striking image serves as a powerful metaphor for unwavering faith and spiritual fervor. Ultimately, the seraphim in their various guises serve a singular purpose. They are the ultimate symbol of divine worship and service. They remind us of the awe-inspiring grandeur of the divine and the profound reverence it commands. Regardless of the faith or culture they emerge from, the seraphim are invariably associated with a sense of wonder, devotion, and spiritual aspiration. The concept of seraphim, while varying slightly across cultures, maintains a common thread of divine service and awe-inspiring presence. From ancient scriptures to modern-day accounts, the tales of seraphim continue to enthrall. Today, we delve into some of these contemporary narratives, where individuals claim to have had encounters with these celestial beings. As we explore these accounts, remember, our intention is not to persuade or refute, but to share these stories in their raw, unfiltered form. In the late 20th century, a woman from Canada reported an encounter with a being of radiant light during a near-death experience. She described this entity as a six-winged figure, enveloped in an aura of love and warmth. The figure communicated with her, not through spoken words, but through thoughts and emotions, filling her with an overwhelming sense of peace and acceptance. In another account, a man from Ireland claimed to have been visited by a seraphim during a time of deep personal crisis. He described the seraphim as a towering being of light, with flaming wings that did not consume or harm, but radiated an intense heat of love and compassion. This encounter, he claimed, guided him towards a path of healing and self-discovery. We also find accounts of seraphim in various online forums and social media platforms. Individuals from different corners of the globe share their experiences of being visited by these shining entities during dreams, meditations, or even in waking moments of intense emotional distress. These encounters often result in profound spiritual transformations and insights. While these accounts vary in details and circumstances, they all share a common theme: an encounter with a being of extraordinary light and love, offering guidance and solace during times of need. These experiences often leave a lasting impact on the individuals, altering their perspectives on life and spirituality. These stories are intriguing, aren't they? They offer a glimpse into the enduring mystery of the seraphim and their potential interaction with our world. These accounts, while personal and subjective, continue the legacy of the seraphim in our contemporary world. As we near the end of our journey, let's revisit the key points about seraphim. We've embarked on a fascinating exploration, beginning with the enigma of seraphim, delving into their genesis and unraveling their appearance and duties. We've also seen how they've influenced various religions and cultures, and rounded off our discussion with modern-day accounts. Our journey began with the mysterious world of seraphim, celestial beings of high standing, often shrouded in mystery and awe. They are not your typical angels, but beings of pure light and love, embodying divine wisdom and understanding. We then navigated the genesis of seraphim, tracing their origins back to the sacred texts of the Bible. They are mentioned in the book of Isaiah, where they stand in the presence of God, singing praises and maintaining the purity of his divine throne. Next, we painted a picture of their appearance. The seraphim are described as beings with 6 wings. With 2 wings they cover their faces, with 2 they cover their feet, and with the remaining 2 they fly. This image represents humility and reverence in the presence of the divine. We then explored the duties of seraphim. They are the conduits of love, acting as God's messengers, spreading his word and love to humanity. Their task is also to maintain the purity of God's throne, symbolizing their role in upholding divine order. Our journey also led us across various religions and cultures. The concept of seraphim has influenced and is recognized in many other faiths, under different names and forms, demonstrating the universal appeal of these divine beings. Lastly, we ventured into the realm of modern-day accounts. Throughout history, there have been accounts of people experiencing encounters with these celestial beings, further solidifying their existence in the hearts and minds of many. Whether you're a believer or a skeptic, the tales of seraphim offer a fascinating glimpse into the realm of the divine, stirring our imagination and our curiosity. This is Enlight and Incline. Thank you for joining us. If you would like to see more, you know what to do. Have a blessed day, beauties.